Hello, I'm Tim Beggins, president of Elk Trading Company. In this, the natural gas weekly recap, natural gas prices are barely positive. Currently, right now, for the spot January contract here on barchart.com, we're currently trading at $3.91.90, up 1.1 cents or 0.3%. And as you can see, we're just chopping along on the RSI for the daily. We're still below the 13 and 48 period moving averages. And you can actually use this by just clicking down to the hourly chart. And as you can see, we've got our upside 48 period exponential moving average coming in at 397.10. The RSI for the hourly is trying to turn higher. What's going on? Well, we got a storage report yesterday at minus 167, which again is better than last year, but the average estimate was around 170, so we're slightly below. The market took it on the chin and dove lower. So let's take a look at the hourly chart for the pivots. And currently right now our daily pivot comes in at 4.001. And the RSI again has turned higher, so it looks like it tries to move up in that general direction ahead of the weekend. And then again, just like every Sunday night we've ever seen in the last month, the football may be pulled away from Charlie Brown here again with another Sunday night model forecast change. So we've got to be very careful to take the chips off the table today because you never know what's going to happen Sunday night with those weather models. And let's look at the front to back spreads. This is the Jan versus the April. This is the injection season coming up for April. And then we look at selling the January contract here against it. That spread currently right now trading at 147.60. It's down just 8 ticks. We've got resistance above the market at 1505 and then above that 155.60. As you can see, the RSI is still strong at this time. We got as high as 171 and change for this particular spread last year. And again, this is the injection season spread. So people put gas in the ground for April and then take it out in January. So this is the spread to hedge. And as you can see here, let's take a look at April all the way through October. That's the injection season, all 7 months. And as you can see, we're right here at the support level for the Fibonacci retracement. Because again, we got as high as all the way up here as 430. And right now we're currently trading right now at 351.20. And we got as low as 475.5. Where was our resistance? Our support level? 347.30. So we got right there within 2 ticks. So we may see some fundamental support for natural gas next week if we get some weather forecasts and some people start looking at buying some contracts for the injection season. But what else is going on? Well, the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook continues to be warm, especially over Texas here. This is valid all the way from December 26th through the January 1st period. And as you can see, the only near normal and below are on the coast and very lightly. So what else is going on? Let's take a bigger picture here at windy.com. And as you can see, this cold Siberian air is trying to push south and toward the east, toward the Koreas and Japan. But look what else is going on over here. This block of cold air is moving toward Eastern Europe. And as you can see here on this map from WX charts, here's that below normal temperatures pushing through Russia, Belarus, Ukraine, and of course, Turkey. So we're going to start seeing some colder weather finally show up for Europe around the first of the year. What else is going on? Well, here's that push over here, that Siberian air toward the Koreas, toward Japan late in the season. And here's for the United States. This is on pivotalweather.com. Again, this is the wind chill map here, and this might be more indicative of some colder weather we can see along the eastern seaboard and across Appalachia, as you can see here. But this is a Missouri market. It wants to see this in the 7 to 10 day outlook. This is all the way out to December 31st. You never know what's going to happen in weather in the United States these days. What else is going on? The Arctic. Well, we've got ice cover across the Bering Straits, as you can see, and now the northern approaches to Hudson Bay are almost completely chock full of ice, and the rest of the bay has quickly started to ice over. This will allow cold Arctic air to skate right over that body of water and head directly toward the Great Lakes states, Mid-Atlantic, and New England. So we may see some colder weather coming forward. But what else is going on? Well, we're in transition on the ENSO. Currently, right now, we're in La Nina conditions, but we're going straight into ENSO neutral and then shifting gears in summer all the way over to El Nino again. So we've got some things to think about as we transition in the next couple of months. What else is going on? Well, the U.S. nuclear fleet is doing very well. We've got Palisades still down, obviously, as they're getting ready for data center use. Surrey is down to 50%, but the rest of the fleet is doing extremely well. Right now, we're currently at 2.5 gigawatts out. That is exactly where we were last year. That range is 2.2 gigawatts to about 9 gigawatts, I believe, for this 5-year period. And what else is going on long term? We've got the drought to think about because as we transition over to El Nino, we still have drought conditions throughout Texas, the upper Midwest, and of course the desert Southwest. So keep a careful eye on this because what data centers, all sorts of industrials need a lot of water. What's going on for the oil and gas E&P sector? These are stocks between $2 and $10 billion and have a high short float, over 10%, and still a sea of red. It's sort of like Santa's outfit. But we're not going to get any help with natural gas prices just currently trading right now at 391.5, up 7 ticks or 0.18%. Please let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for listening. We'll see you soon.